Squirrels! So hello, and welcome to another Legends of Runeterra video. My name is Chris, and today we will be playing a bit of a different list, one that I think is pretty unique for what it does, and that is a Bilgewater Freljord mid-range self-damage deck. And essentially what we are trying to do is use cards like Jack the Winner with things like Braum and Trundle and their regeneration to, you know, sort of self-damage them, potentially level up a Braum or Trundle, or even, you know, Sejuani as well, and get a win that way. So that's kind of what we're trying to do, right? We're combining regeneration with self-damage, and that's how we plan on winning the game. Now, our whole deck is kind of built around that sort of premise. So, you know, we have, Omen Hawk, obviously, but cards like Shakedown, right? Shakedown with something like Braum on the board is really good. And if you have leveled up Braum, which, you know, is a somewhat key component to this deck, if you can level up Braum, Shakedown will give you the chance to obviously grant two enemies vulnerable, but also burst speed summon a Mighty Poro. And with cards like Fortune Croaker as well, we can obviously again self-damage Braum, giving him the ability to survive more damage and stuff like that. And you can often level up Braum. We're using cards like Ember Maiden, which obviously synergize pretty well with Sejuani, but again with the regeneration can help Braum level up. And obviously Jack the Winner is a pretty big win con in this deck as well, allowing you to obviously damage your own units, which could be Braum, it could be Trundle, it could be Skarmo the Vrynna. If you have leveled up Sejuani, of course, then Sejuani will freeze their entire board as well, which can potentially be very dangerous for your opponent. And then we've even got two Battle Furies at the top, just to really, you know, hammer the idea home of, you know, when we do have a leveled up Trundle or Sejuani or Vrynna, or, you know, even a Poro from Braum, we then go in for this big Battle Fury and kill our opponents. We've got Take Cards, we've got Tavern Keepers, we've got some really solid units as well. And yeah, that's the deck, and some very nice combat tricks. You know, Elixir of Iron, I think, is one of those things where it kind of got replaced by Troll Chant. And Troll Chant, I think, is a better card overall. But Elixir of Iron, it didn't stop being a good card. It's still an insane card, by the way. And this is like a perfect deck to utilize it in, because obviously Braum, you know, your opponent will often go for things. And the fact that it's 1 mana, people have stopped playing around this card completely. I've played against Ezreal decks with this version, and, you know, they see 1 mana and they think, oh, I'll Thermo Beam for 5. Well, they just give Braum 5 damage. It's just like, it's so perfect right now, and I really like the way it works. So with that said, let's get into some games. So the first game we see is against a Go Hard list. We do see Omen Hawk. We also see Fortune Croaker. We don't have a great target for this right now. Vrynna is interesting. Pretty good against Go Hard overall. But I'm not quite sure. Shakedown obviously is pretty nice for certain things. Vrynna. Can I keep you? We might need some earlier game than Vrynna, so we could probably drop it. Double Omen Hawk, whilst it does give them obviously Go Hard targets, I mean the buffs you get obviously are pretty insane, and if we draw a spell next turn, then obviously we'll be in pretty good shape. Starts with a Pool Shark on 1. No need to block. I'm okay if he wants to go hard these Omen Hawks, I think. And Pool Shark as well, interesting play, because obviously it will draw him a card that he probably can't use. I think playing Pool Shark on 1 is often a mistake. But you just fine to go hard, but that's fine. We know with this Ember Maiden, essentially, you know, these Omen Hawks are somewhat useless to us anyway. We will keep this one around just to block an open attack if he does come with it. We could potentially surprise him with that. He might also stop a Plunder trigger, which is really nice. And now we can go for this Ember Maiden, kill this, and potentially get a big attack off. We also have this 5/5 Tavern Keeper. Just goes for a straight glimpse. Obviously, there's not much we can do about that right now. But he probably might be somewhat unwilling to, you know, play a unit into this right now. But that obviously gives us the open attack. Now he goes for another pull shot. So we do deal some damage there. We get a 1/6 Braum. Pretty perfect. And with this shakedown, you know, we can potentially do some damage there as well. So obviously this stops like a Twisted Fate red card. He might go for the gold card. He doesn't. So that was really interesting. Did you see that the plunder trigger went off? But of course, because I have damaged the Nexus this turn, but because it's me, obviously they don't get the buff because they haven't damaged the Nexus this turn, right? So we'll go for this here just now. The reason we go for that is, of course, this Ember Maiden will kill now both of these units. And obviously it gets more damage on Braum. Which he shouldn't really have a way of killing with 4 mana unless he's got like a lot of you know, go hards in there, which I think would be somewhat surprising. We could hopefully here find something. He might go for a go hard here, yeah. So what we want here is either a Troll Chant or a Elixir. Just because that's obviously going to help us survive. Oh no, Braum's of course he's a 1/6. That double Omen Hulk turn coming in big. So when he does find that, we will want to get that in there. Get more damage for Sejuani. Plays a Zap. Which kind of makes me want to go for this. I tell you what, if he goes for 1 go hard, then I'll use the Tavern Keeper to heal up the Braum. But if not, so he doesn't, then I think we can be a-okay with that. So let's think, we got this 1/6 Braum. We want to develop here so that we can potentially use this shakedown. Braum's on 4 right now. So let's go for this first. We'll keep open these Tavern Keepers. That's pretty nice. He could always have Vengeance, of course, so we're not going to rush into that. But if we can get this Braum leveled up, that would obviously be pretty big. Knows me name. We fight. This is fun, yes? Show me your best. Yeah, I like that best. You poor thing. You can't do this. Does just trade down the board, that's fine. Obviously we know the go hard is close. The pack your bags, that is, so. But with Take Heart and this Tavern Keeper, obviously we should be able to survive that. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just keep passing. If I kill you, I don't fortune, stupid. Does he have the double? Does he have double go hard? He could do, right? I could play this Ember Maiden. Could have double go hard. If I play Ember Maiden, go in for... He'd have to go in for it on the Braum, which I don't think he'd do. I don't think he would do that. Okay. We end the round. We deal the damage again. Sejuani again getting close to leveling up. There's an Elixir of Iron. That's perfect. That's just what we need. So we might see a go hard here. Okay. Braum is up there right now. I think we just pass. So I can level up Braum this turn, if need be. And we have second Braum, so that's pretty good for us. Then goes for salvage. I want him to play another unit, so he gets rid of one pack your bags. But he's looking for that second one right now. But we are not going to commit to this board until he goes for it. But we should have the tools to survive.
There's nothing to fear.
So we'll level up Braum. I think we'll go for you on the old face as well. Still have these two available. He's happy to end the round. Well, yeah, I will end the round. I'm not committing more to this board. And now we can just use this this Braum to our advantage, I think. Obviously we want him to take the damage. And just potentially gain an advantage here. Let's that trade go through as well. I think we want to keep second Braum now. As much as we can. So here comes the pack. Oh no. Does he not have it? I mean, there goes another one and a salvage. Okay, Zap, you would imagine, would draw it for him. But again, we're not going to commit. The thing is, with Braum down on the board, I don't have to commit. I don't have to. Does he still not have it, really? Because the thing is, aside from with this, he can't attack. That could be pretty nice. I mean, I'm just not going to commit. We're just going to wait. We are just going to wait. Yep, that's fine. Play all the cheap units you want, my friend. I'm slowly going to pick these things off. Like, he must have it in hand. He only has 16 cards left. Maybe we can even mill him, right? He hasn't found it. Wow, has he really not found it? Is that what he's looking for? I think he might be looking for Fate here. But obviously this Braum is just giving me so much value. And obviously any attempt at playing Twisted Fate, I'll just pick off with Braum. Like, yeah, maybe he can have the one Gangplank, but even leveled up Gangplank suffers against Braum because his cannon shots will create that problem. Okay, he has Crumble. So he's looking for what? The one of Crumble? That makes sense. We'll just play the second Braum. Because why wouldn't we? Now he still, I mean, he almost certainly has Pack Your Bags again. So let's try and punish that a bit. Let's try and punish him for not playing it. Okay, if he doesn't want to play it, then don't play it, my friend. But I am going to try and punish you for this. There's a Sejuani. Wow. Oh dear, God, the choices. I think our open attack is just a little too good, considering he could wipe our entire board. I think it is probably just a little too good. And the fact that, you know, we can get him down to 8. There's not much he can do. He could have Vengeance. So I can't commit to that Battle Fury because it could have been pretty easily. We got him down to 8. Here comes the pack your bags. Ruination. Ooh. I didn't expect that, because you don't always see that in this kind of deck. But, okay. Now I'll play Trundle. I mean, he still must have it, but obviously now we can use the Elixir of Iron for this. Just fine. Yeah, okay. You're gonna let me level this up, but that's fine. Ooh, that's a good draw. That can help us close out this game.
I've whipped up something special.
So obviously the first thing we'll do is just level up the Trundle, which will obviously get him out of range of a normal Pack Your Bags. Now, he does have a... What's going on here? So my Trundle animation is a bit broken. But we're back. We're back. So now he'll go for the pack... No. Still nothing from him. I mean, he literally must have... He's got 9 cards left. He's, you know, pretty close to decking himself. I could heal face here, but you are a 5/5, so I want to keep you around. I just don't see a way he doesn't have it. I mean, like, you must do now. Like, you simply must do. Fine. I mean, this is unmatched patience, right? But I'm telling him, you have to do it. Come and do it. There it is. So obviously we just keep the Trundle alive with the Elixir of Iron. Which keeps him on 2 health. And now we obviously go in. The thing is, he could have still the double go hard. Does my health matter? I think this Trundle matters more. So I'll go for that. Next turn we want to be Battle Furying for the win. He probably then wanted to go in for Twisted Fate Gold card. Obviously we can stop that by doing that. It was also possible he could have 2 other go hards in hand. It's very possible he could. Oh, of course, decking themselves isn't really an option in this deck. So now that he's done that as well, we can do this. Combined with the Sleeping with the Fishes and everything else, could potentially get off a big win here. But we shall see. There's a Yeti. He's played 1 Ruination. How many... that's the thing with this deck, right? There's different, slight variations from each list. And they all do slightly different things. So I think we will just open attack. We'll take the extra attack on the Trundle as well. The fact is, you know, he knows he's taking a certain amount of damage. He will block both of them, but that obviously leaves Sleeping with the Fishes. He does have exactly what he needs. And the Vengeance there. Oh man, that feels so bad because now you know, you just want to develop. So we might want to keep things for the Jack there because he is going to give us the chance to win this game with Sleep with the Fishes. All 3 of our champions are leveled up. Does have a Doom Beast as well. And we'll pass again. Now I think most of his hand is Oh, yes. Gangplank does level up. So I can go for Sejuani now. Essentially stop his attack.
The winter's claw endures. You own what you hate.
We don't have enough mana for that right now. But now obviously he might not want to attack with this Gangplank.
Be nothing left when I'm done.
Just the screams of the dying.
So I can Frostbite the entire board by doing this.
Make 'em bleed.
Which obviously stops any potential damage from those.
Let 'em bleed out.
He does go for the attack. It does make sense.
Hit 'em all.
Prove your worth.
So I go down to 2. We do kill this Gangplank. Can't play a Twisted Fate.
Cowards.
So the question becomes, open attack or not? What's he got? A Crumble. Okay, well that answers that question. So, I can't do both, so that is frustrating, isn't it? I can't do both. I control chant,
We'll take what we want. The rest
but we obviously have to do this.
Never lost a fair game.
He has Fate. He goes for the draw. Could have gone for the stun there. Chose not to. Bit risky.
the strong take.
We can do this. If I was him, I would just skip. Oh man, this has been such a crazy game. He has another vengeance. No! I don't think. Yeah, I think that's game. We'll see what the draw is, but I don't see a way out. Oh my goodness! Oh, it's another vengeance. If we just had one more. Oh well, no, he had vengeance, so it wouldn't have mattered. Oh man, what a killer game. But a good game, I think. I should have developed. Ooh, an Undying list. I mean, I assume, right? I can't be completely sure, but I assume it's an Undying list. So I love Braum for this match, because of course Braum can block the Undying, not kill it, and, you know, put a real threat on them at the same time. So, really nice draw there. This is a really nice curve, actually, because obviously on 2 we can save the mana for Troll Chant. Going on 3 for the Trapper, going on 4 for the Braum, and, you know, get a big win off potentially. I do like the fact that we could get some early damage in here potentially if he does want to go in for an Undying or not. Interesting he didn't go for that first. Like, that's such a strong tempo swing. I would have thought, you know, what 2-drop are you scared of in these regions?
Success gets you noticed around here.
Okay. So I can attack, and he'll block there. I like waiting for, because he will do this, right? But I control chant one thing anyway. Please develop. Oh. Never works out quite how you plan. I think I'll just block that. I actually don't think I need to troll chant, to be honest. I think this Braum and its cards after will hold me down long enough. So I think we should be okay. Now the Keeper. What am I scared of there? I think I'm most scared of, like, Ruination, to be honest. So we could wait for the Jack. Keep double Troll Chant open. I like that best. Get the 4 damage. Could go like Remitter on the Cursed Keeper. But obviously he's going to be looking for ways to kill this now, right? But we want to bait him into that, really. there it is. Um, 2 damage. Whale is an interesting inclusion. 2 damage for 3 mana. He could have Make It Rain. He could have Evolve Feast. But I don't see a way he can actually deal that much damage. Am I missing something? What am I missing? How can he deal that 2 damage in 3 mana? I don't think there's a way. Maybe I'm wrong. There isn't. Okay. It could have been go hard into Valfeast, but I don't think you run go hard in this deck, so we should be good there. And now obviously, you know, we set up our board. Like these kind of things are fine, especially considering we have this. This is a pretty nice draw, obviously. Just gives us an even more solid presence on the board. Braum is doing nice things as well. And, you know, we could potentially go up to 9 here with the damage. So we know we're running Whale. But what else? Shakedown. Nice. Again, though, this Troll Chant then we will probably use to keep some of these alive. Is that his only attack? Is that worth a Troll Chant? Probably not. Now we'll open with this, I think, for obvious reasons. Interesting you didn't pick the Braum. We'll start to sort of slowly level Braum. Do I want to play you? He could then potentially kill this, but it would be a very specific hand. So right now we can get Braum leveled up. We only need to take this one. Second Braum, pretty nice. Pretty nice. Could also go Vrina, but I want to level up Braum because I think that would be pretty important in this match. So let's do this. Let's take you. Attack. We know he's running Whale, so he might block here. It's perfectly reasonable if he did. But I think I'm okay with them dying as well. Braum levels up. Because we know he could also Ruinate, which is why the second Braum draw is pretty nice. We might see a Ruination here, and if he does, we have a pretty big punish because we can go Braum into double Sleep with the Fishes, which is obviously pretty nuts. So we are ahead, right? And this is an important point as well. When you're ahead, play conservative. We don't need to rush into anything. We've got leveled up Braum. If he just wants to pass, we aren't developing in. There's no need to. We've got time on our side. Warning shot into what? Rex? I mean, so it gets me what? 2 of them. We keep 1 alive. How many is hitting you? 2 are hitting you, so you're kind of dead. Although I could go for Take Heart, but I don't think that's really worth it. None is hitting you, and 2 are hitting you. So I think I'm actually okay with that. He just wasted 2 cards to essentially give me some more units. So yeah, I think we're fine with that. And now, given that he has developed as he has, we can probably go Vrina here. Start to use these Sleep with the Fishes on Vrina. And he goes for Stalking Shadows, but I mean, look at the dominating position we are in right now. So with 1 mana left, we can pretty safely assume, and there we go.